The Other Side Media Group and 91X now present The Other Side Radio Show, a program about people who make a difference from all walks of life in Quinte and beyond. And now here are your hosts, Jeremy and Joshua Davis.
Yes, welcome to another very special Thanksgiving Day episode of The Other Side Radio Show, live with Canadian author and my best friend and brother, J.R. Davis, back in the guest chair. Welcome back. It's wonderful to have you here today, Josh Rooney.
Well, thank you very much, Jeremy, and it's a real privilege to be in the guest chair with you. And may I say, having you as a brother, a friend, a radio broadcaster is a real treasure in my life. And that goes for my whole family. My family is the backbone of everything that I do, and I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. I love y'all.
Well, thank you so very much for those kind words, Josh. And I know they're heartfelt and sincere. And as I always say, I didn't pay you, or we didn't pay you to say that, you know. So anyway, I first want to start out by asking you, Josh, you know, you have been an accomplished Canadian author and writer for many, many years. You've been on this program before and talked about your craft and your writing. One of the very first poems that I ever remember that you penned, if you will, was that poem for the Easter Seal Telethon in 1985 called The Little Man. You know, and you've grown and you've become a wonderful example of an inspiration and a fine young man and brother and friend over the years. You know, we have had our share of adversity and trial and tribulations, like everyone does in life.
It's only normal.
Yes, but you've shown me and led by example that you can rise above anything. So can you take our listeners back just briefly, because we have so much to cover in this very special Thanksgiving episode of The Other Side Live, to when you first started writing, or when you first realized you wanted to become the renowned Canadian author that you are today, Joshua.
Well, I believe I always had a passion for it, for the writing, and to inspire others out there and to lift them up. As for you, Jeremy, we lift people up. We lift their spirits up. We strive to do it. And in this day and age, we need it more than ever. I always loved writing. I always loved poetry. I always loved pieces, listening to Edgar Allan Poe or some artists like that, you know. I can always remember my Uncle Roland, my Grandpa Ray's brother from New Brunswick. And when I always would phone him, it would lift his spirits up. When a person is down and out, I always love to paint a picture of joy and some sort of brilliance of life, Oh, and so you can look at life a little bit different. You know, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes life is not easy for everyone, but we're able to be the good shepherds. We're able to be good stewards if we let our hearts be opened up to the possibility of that and guide the way for people. And I really started writing at an early age, and went in public school, and then later on, when I was the provincial Easter Seal Timmy with you, and all of the Easter Seal events, I would do the poetry, and you would do the speaking, and vice versa. And we had an impact on people right then and there, and I guess that was the blueprint. Our whole family is very artistic. Our sister Melissa does writing as well as she paints as well.
We're gonna get into
And also as a footnote, she's now doing songwriting. So I'm very proud of her as well. Maybe you can tell them a little more about that, Jeremy, and we'll go from there.
Well, I would be glad to, and I think I would be remiss if I didn't, mention this. We all are recognized and know our sister Melissa's talent, and we're not being at all biased, and we don't want to sound that way, but it's been out there. Like her paintings have been out there. She's sold her art. She's done sculpturing for the family. She's wrote poetry herself, done photography, been a true inspiration. But this past birthday that Dad just had on September the 26th, she came down a few days before, or maybe the weekend before, and she surprised us all. And she had been working for a considerable amount of time to craft it just right, and she did her very own personalized gift for our father and our entire family, and she wrote her very first, her own song with lyrics. Some of her poetry has been turned into songs before with our Uncle Bob. But anyway, her song that she wrote based upon a lot of our life experiences, our road trips, growing up and giving back, is entitled Family Tree. And we're going to debut it with her permission, near the end of the broadcast, so stay tuned. She's did all the lyrics on it, and she chose the melody and everything, and then produced it. So and it's got that old radio feel. So anyway, I know you want to get back. What I want to get to first.
I just wanted to say, Mom and Dad were always there in everything that we accomplished, and I'm so grateful for that. They taught us so many things on those wonderful road trips too. We learned so many wonderful things. we traveled to so many wonderful places. Washington, D.C., Florida, Disney World, Orlando.
All down the East Coast.
All down the East Coast.
Without family, without family, friends, extended family, and our grandparents, and that in your life, you can have all the other riches in the world, but it would mean nothing. So, anyway, as Thanksgiving is here yet again for another year, if there was one thing that you are most thankful and grateful for, or perhaps you already mentioned that, or how do you think, in your personal opinion, Josh, and then I want to speak as far as what I believe, if that's okay. So what are you most thankful for? And then the second part of that question is, how do you think you demonstrate your gratitude throughout the year?
I'm thankful for many things, but I'm thankful for my family and friends, like I've said before, and I'm just thankful for each and every day. I try and make a difference. So do you. So does our whole family. And I just try to put smiles on people's faces and try and be the voice for a lot of the people out there that are maybe downtrodden or depressed, because let's face it, sometimes we can all get down on ourselves, and there are times where you might say, oh, what's it all about? But when you stop and take a breather and say, pull up your springs, God or any higher power that you choose to believe in will pull you through. I truly believe that. We've had many challenges. Some good, some wonderful, some not so good, some health issues with our family. And sometimes you don't know where to turn. Sometimes you don't think you're accepted in society. But I'm here to say that we are all destiny's riders in the rodeo of life. So it's time to ride on. It's time to fight the good fight and lasso the moon. It's time to ignore the harsh critics and say, look, yeah, okay, if you don't understand, well, sorry about that. I'm continuing on with my head held high, and I'm going to win the race. And that goes for you, Jeremy, and myself, and my whole family.
I couldn't have said that any better.
Thank you.
And that's why you're the Canadian author and poet laureate. I might have wrote speeches or delivered speeches. That was my gift at the start of my, and still is, at the start and in my current public life when we represented so many different things. But you have a way with words.
My mom and dad, and years ago, I'm going back here, I'm reminiscing. We're grateful for this. This is our attitude towards people, and we carry this on into our adulthood. Years ago, my parents Darlene and Gordon Davis were Black parents. All the kids would come over, spend time with us. All the people that were a little down and out, didn't know where to turn, we always accepted everyone. So I'm telling the community of Belleville, we love this community. Let's take it back and let's be the acceptance for everyone.
Thank you, Josh. And I want to say, in large part, all my life, I have felt accepted wherever I go. And same with you, and same with our family. But over the years, sometimes we're not just talking about us, but we've heard it through stories and experiences over the years. Attitudes have sometimes shifted. We're not here to focus on negativity. We're here to promote positivity and the goodness, but we're also here to share the issues and insights and be the voice. But I quickly want to say before I move on here, what I'm thankful for. And obviously, I do want to echo some of what Josh said, but I want to add my own perspective. As this Thanksgiving is here, and every Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my family, friends, community, for believing in me, inspiring me to be the best I can be, and so are you. When I asked you the question of how you try and demonstrate your thankfulness or your gratitude, and you said to the community and giving back and the people and everything that you have done as the individual and we've done as a team together.
Well, we've done so many different community festivals, as you know. We've done those car shows for many years and Christmas parties, just to name a few, and just and we keep on, just to make people happy and make people aware that we're still here and we're raring to go.
Well, absolutely. One of the ways I try and show my thankfulness and gratitude, not only to this community, this city of Belleville, in which I love and we love, we love most all our experiences, if not all, because there's always something to learn from each experience. But I try and demonstrate in my own life, and when we're talking about each of us as an individual, in giving back and service to others through my committee work, whether it's committees on Belleville City Council, not to be the politician, as I said before, but to be the voice, to be part of something, and part of a community that can invoke positive change, leads into not only policy change, but helps to shape the fabric and the direction and the future of our city. And that's something that I remain committed to. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I truly believe the best is yet to come. We have made great strides in a lot of ways in politics. I don't think we're totally there yet. And when I say that with all due respect. There's widespread support and the public, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And I want to continue to be that voice. That is one of my mantras, and not my only mantra. I love doing charity work. I was a former youth leader. All those things, but we all need those opportunities. And I want to give a big shout out to the community at large, at Belleville, Quinte region and beyond, and all our supporters around the world, and say the best is yet to come. So stay tuned, and we need to be there.
So if I could turn the tables for just a moment, Jeremy, what defines good accessibility in the city of Belleville for you, Jeremy?
Accessibility doesn't just have to be defined as one thing. Oftentimes people think of accessibility as perhaps just a mobility issue, but it's not. It's accessibility in all aspects. So it can be communications, approachability, attitudes, sensitivities, and accessibility can also be further defined as the accessible opportunities that are available to everyone of every ability, every walk of life, every race, every creed, and all those things.
And I think we've hit the nail on the head. We've made good strides, but there still has to be more sensitivity out there because some people aren't aware how to approach a person with a mobility issue
Or any type
or any type of issue, and sometimes they can leave you with some pretty sour notes.
Well, yes, but it's how you respond to those situations, not necessarily what you're going through, how you respond and react, and if you decide to never give up, and we will never give up. I see we're quickly running out of time. We're probably over time, and I really wanted to give an opportunity to debut that song called Family Tree. And I also wanted to just give you an opportunity, it will have to be brief, to include one of your literary works of art, your poetry, for this Thanksgiving, Canadian author J.R. Davis. So take it away, and we'll go from there.
More books in the works. The Honeybee Serenade book is coming out. I got 4 books to my credit, and with your help, Jeremy, they've went all over the world, so I'm pretty thankful for that, you know. And when you talk about holidays and stuff, I'm very grateful for the holidays because I remember all the holidays with our grandparents and all our relatives, and you know, it's something that is always near and dear to me. So time stands still with a Thanksgiving or a Christmas or an Easter holiday. We were always there for each other, and we continue to be. As you know, it's no secret. My dad, Gordon's going through some cancer trouble, but nothing stops him, and he's still going. We had a beautiful birthday dinner for him last week, a Chinese food dinner, and then Mom did a salmon dinner for us in the backyard. We love those times. So
Absolutely. And as I said, we're running out of time, so I don't want to cut you off. You can learn more about us and and tune into our reality show. Look out for my books. You can get them through us and the Other Side Media Group through the Words of Hope book series, Words of Hope from the Heart, and more Words of Hope, as well as a Honeybee Serenade. And I've got more in the works too. Absolutely. So do you have a brief poem to do? Well, definitely. I'll do my classic for Thanksgiving here for you. And this is called Autumn Glory. The autumn wind meets the harvest moon. A perfect combination of God's work that looms. Kids playing in the yard out back, wondering how long this season will last. Farmers working all day long in the pumpkin patch. Your mama calls you in for supper with a grin. Oh, gee, Ma, leftovers again. Eat 'em all up, and for dessert, you'll have homemade apple pie. My, oh, my. As I was eating my supper, I looked out the window and began to wonder, God must have been a real nature lover. Looking at the leaves, how gracefully they fall, I'm reminded that love conquers all, and those seasons may come and go, and fall will end, and winter will bring a fresh white blanket of snow. No, there's one thing that time can't erase, and that is autumn's pretty face. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, everyone. And for now, this has been The Other Side live Thanksgiving Day special. And in closing, we want to end off with the premiere of Melissa Ann Davis-Aus's song that she wrote called Family Tree. Congratulations, Missy. This is the first of many. And check out upcoming videos on our YouTube channel and such. We will see you next week. Love y'all. Bye for now.
Thinking about the old road trip days, I was filled up with rebel through a bit of a haze. Got popping caffeine cubes and driving all night until we saw that fatal offer that gave us such a fright. Chased my truckers, found a wallet in a wall, cooking up caught in a sketchy hotel was a close call. There's a big, strong tree, and its roots run deep. It's filled with love and all the memories that we keep. Mom and Dad in the kitchen would dance. Dad would toss me in the air and giving a chance. Shaking our hips to the old 8-track. Keep moving forward, we can never go back. But there will always be a big, strong tree, and its roots run deep. It's filled with love and all the memories that we keep. Two baby boys and a little girl. He showed his strength and gave us the world. No matter the ups, no matter the downs, you worked to the bone, wiped away tears and the frowns. Always giving a helping hand to anyone in need. From that I've tried to follow your lead, because if you could help, you always would. From a little house on a street northward, there's a big